Okay, so another little vid on a tutorial vid on how to fix stuff that I've come across every now and again. So we've got this Bosch double door fridge freezer which we purchased 5 years ago. It's a hard working family fridge, worked quite well, and about a year ago the ice maker packed up and we don't have technicians around the corner. We're in rural New South Wales, Australia, so it was very hard to get it fixed. So I spent a bit of time looking on the internet. All I could get hold of was a technical manual which explains how to take the whole ice maker apart. It's really difficult, and you need to thaw the whole fridge up and thaw the whole. Basically, it's a mission, and I put it aside because it became just too difficult. So I looked online. You can buy ice makers. They go for about $400. I was reluctant to do that. So for a couple of months, we just did the old ice on ice trays. But this weekend, I looked again for a fix on the internet, and I found one. There is the username is Big Ketchup. It's on a home appliance repair site where there was a link on a YouTube. It was hidden away. So I'm just going to quickly do this tutorial with you guys of how to fix, because you might have a similar or the same machine, and I ended up finding this fix. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you. Okay, so our fridge, it's not even emptied, it's still got food, but here's the ice maker. So you basically just remove the ice maker, the tray, there it is, it's got ice in it, so it worked for me. So you basically have this, have the ice maker. This is the ice maker itself, all right? So sometimes apparently you can have an ice cube stuck in here which stops the arm from going up and down. The other troubleshooting was kinked lines or low water pressure. I've attended to both of those, it wasn't that. So your kinked line is right at the back. You can feel the line after you pull the ice maker out a bit. So what you do is, and I'm not going to do it now physically, but there are two screws, one here and one there. You just undo those two screws and you can pull the ice maker out a bit, not all the way. You can't remove it all the way, but that's what I try to get to fix the kinked line. This is after you switch it off. You've got to switch the ice maker off here. You push that button for more than 2 seconds. It's at the moment switched on, but that light needs to go off. And then you might want to switch the whole fridge off as well when you work on this. But undo these two buttons, and what you will do then is you got it. So this is what it looks like when the unit is sort of half pulled out. All right, he's got a picture on there. So this is exactly the same unit that's sitting here. It's just pulled out. It's resting. So what you want to do is, once it's resting, you can pull this unit up a bit, and there's a screw in this position here that you can loosen to pull this cover off. That's the idea. You want to pull this cover off, the screws behind here, so you pull everything out, and then this ice maker is loose inside the bracket. You just push it up a bit and you'll find the screw, undo the screw, and then the whole front panel flips out. So this is apparently a Daewoo ice maker. It's not a Bosch, it's a Daewoo ice maker. They've got a design flaw. There's a panel. There's a panel behind this panel. There's a microcircuitry board, and inside this board is a plastic switch. There's a lever that flips up and down, and at the end of the lever, at the tip of the lever, is there's a little magnet inside that arm. That lever, that arm. Has a magnet that rests over a microchip, and they can get unstuck, they can get undone, and when that happens, once that falls out, there goes my alarm. Once the magnet falls out, and I'll show you what he posted these beautiful pictures online. So here we go. So this is you remove the panel, and here's this plastic lever. It runs on a spring. You can flip it up and down, and at the tip is a little magnet that's supposed to be in there, And in this picture, you can clearly see the magnet is outside. There it's lying there. So I gave it a crack and I looked at mine, and true enough, there was this little magnet floating around. It's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be inside that arm. So I just took long nose tongs and flipped the arm outwards, and I popped that magnet back in again. Big catch up, the user is mentioning the polarity, which is important. It's pretty much foolproof because the side that's sticking out had a bit of silicone on it. That's where they sealed it. That's fell it out. So I just popped that magnet back in again, closed it all up. Had to wait for 12 hours. But yeah, after nearly a year of no ice, here it is. Beautiful ice. We're in the middle of summer, so we are ecstatic. So this is just a quick fix for anyone who thinks he's got the same problem. I didn't even need to switch the fridge freezer off. I had to switch it off at the mains. So once again, just those two screws, lift the unit out, let it rest. This will drop away from this bar. Then you unscrew, bring the top out. You got the microcircuitry board. Here's your lever, find the magnet, pop it back in again, put it all back together again, and Bob's your uncle. So many thanks to the guy, big catch up. The forum is closed. I couldn't comment on it, but he definitely saved me. I was on the verge of getting a new ice maker, but this guy posted it in August last year. He's in Las Vegas, so that's his name. Thank you very much, guys. Big catch. You've really I'm stoked, and I hope this works for you. So yeah.